We are with Representative Chipalo Street from the 37th District. How are you doing?
Can't complain. It's been a long session, kind of fast and short at the same time, but we're coming down to the final week, so it's great to finish passing these bills and get them over to the governor.
So one of the things that you guys focused on was what to do to help people who have been previously incarcerated.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about equity in a lot of our bills, but folks who have been incarcerated or rejoining our society are some of the folks who are on the fringes of equity. And so we did a number of things this session to make sure that they can come back in and become productive citizens again. So the first thing we did is reduce LFOs, so legal financial obligations, for some of the most poor or needy folks reentering our community. And not only is that great because they don't necessarily have the money to pay these as they're coming out of prison. So it can be things like court fees, basically fees that add up through your trial and things like that. And why it's so impactful is that not only do you have debt coming out of prison, but you can't get your sentences vacated even if you've done your time, had time out in community and not committed other offenses until you pay these off. And sometimes that also prevents you from getting future employment. And so just getting rid of this and cleaning up their cases really helps them move on with their lives.
There was a Senate cannabis bill that I would like to ask you about.
Sure. So we passed 5080, which is equity in cannabis. So we legalized marijuana quite some time ago. However, the distribution of retail licenses was not very equitable. And so we're going back to remedy this wrong. So there's been a set of licenses that have not been released, and we're adding a new set of licenses to that. And then as we're issuing these new licenses, we're taking equity into mind. So if you have been previously convicted of a cannabis conviction, you get preferential treatment for that. If you've grown up in an area that's been disproportionately impacted by the war on drugs, you get preference for these licenses. So it's really going back and making sure that we right the wrongs of how we issued those licenses in the first place.
And then there was something also in the capital budget.
So WELD is bringing a reentry center into the 37th. This is going to be a place that has services for people reentering our society so they can get hooked up with jobs, they can find housing, just making sure that they have the wraparound services that they need to be successful as they leave prison and become a productive citizen.
Well, it's been great talking with you this session. Good luck the last week, and we will catch you again sometime in the interim.
For sure. I'm looking forward to it.